that's how we roll. My life is a movie and you just TiVo. Mommy got me twisted like a dreadlock. She don't wrestle, but I got her in a headlock. If I ever do make a bedrock, mommy on fire, red hot. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide as I step in the room. I'm a hustler, baby, but that you knew. And tonight is just me and you, darling.
The DJ got us falling in love again.
Let's take over
Yeah,
the world.
baby, tonight the DJ got us falling in love. Let go, fall in love. Oh, so dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Get you right. 'Cause baby, tonight the DJ got us falling in love again. Yeah, baby, take it easy. Somebody get DJ got us falling in love again. Get your hands up. So dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Won't get you right. 'Cause baby, tonight the DJ got us falling in love again.
Popping bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor in my ride, like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.
Give me that mo wet, wet. Give me that crystal style. Ladies love my style. At my table getting wild. Get them bottles poppin'. We get that drippin', that drop out. Now give me 2 more bottles, 'cause you know it don't stop. Hell yeah. Drink it up, drink it up. Sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk. They be acting like they drunk. Acting like they drunk. With sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk.
Bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor in my ride, like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.
Sippin' on 6. I'ma make it big. Girl, I keep it gangsta. Popping bottles at the crib. This is how we live. Every single night. Take that bottle to the head and let me see you fly.
Hell yeah. Drink it up, drink it up. Sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk. They be acting like they drunk. Acting like they drunk. With sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk.
Bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor in my ride, like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.
That 808 bump make you put your hands up. Make you put your hands up. Put your hands up. It's that 808 bump make you put your hands up. Make you put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Hell yeah.
Make you put your hands up. Make you put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Hell yeah.
Make you put your hands up. Make you put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Popping bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor in my ride, like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly, like a G6.
Yes, I can see you. 'Cause every girl here wanna be you. Oh, she's a diva. I feel the same and I wanna meet her. They say she low down. It's just a room and I don't believe them. They say she needs to slow down. The baddest thing around town. She's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. The way that booty moving, I can't take no more. Had to stop what I'm doing so I can pull her close. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl. Yes, I can see you. 'Cause every girl here wanna be you. Oh, she's a diva. I feel the same and I wanna meet her. They say she low down. It's just a room and I don't believe her. They say she needs to slow down. The baddest thing around town. She's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. The way that booty moving, I can't take no more. Had to stop what I'm doing so I can pull her close. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. I got a hangover. Whoa, I've been drinking too much for sure. I got a hangover. Whoa, I got an empty cup. Pour me some more so I can go until I blow up. And I can drink until I throw up. And I don't ever want to grow up. I wanna keep it going, keep it going, 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 going. I got a little bit trashed last night. I got a little bit wasted. I got a little bit mashed last night. I got a little wasted. Well, I'm on a roll. If you don't know, well now you know. I got a hangover. Whoa, I've been drinking too much for sure. I got a hangover. Whoa, I got an empty cup. Pour me some more so I can go until I blow up. And I can drink until I throw up. And I don't ever want to grow up. I wanna keep it going, keep it going. Come on.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. JJ, it's June, buddy. Every day this month is a drag, you know what I'm saying?
I got a hangover. Whoa, I got an empty cup. Pour me some more
Happy Pride Month.
so I can go until I blow up. And I can drink until I throw.
I went 1 and 2 yesterday, Robert. 1 and 2. I'm down $23.
Going to keep it going. Come on. I got a hangover. Whoa, I've been drinking too much for sure. I got a hangover. Whoa, I got an empty cup. Pour me some more so I can go until I blow up. And I can drink until I throw up. And I don't ever want to grow up. I wanna keep it going, keep it going. Come on. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling.
All right, let's get these talent shows in. Talent show next week. We do it every year. It's a lot of fun. Nothing is too dumb, stupid, or silly to send in. If you can record yourself doing it, it's a talent. Send it in. We have a really good time. Loutube's got talent. Send your videos in to LoutubeTalent@gmail.com. You can send it any way you want. The easiest way that people have found to do it in the past is to upload it to your YouTube channel. You might not think you have a YouTube channel, but if you comment on YouTube, you have a YouTube channel. Maybe you just have never uploaded a video, but the easiest thing to do is upload it to YouTube, mark it as unlisted, and then just email the link to LoutubeTalent@gmail.com. But any way that you can get it to that email address is fine, and we'll play it on the talent show next week. Let me know if you have any questions.
And do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's.
All right, yep, I have a feeling too. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you tuning in today. Let's see who's here. Some guy, Biggs Mike, Matt Dummett, Law Tide, Robert, DJ David, JJ, and just single J, regular J. We have J, and then we have JJ. Yoda T, some guy, Joe D. What's up, buddy? You been having any luck lately, Joe? I mean, I haven't been taking any beatings, but I've been like floating around the Mendoza line on pay-lose situation on the gambling thing for like the last month. It's like, I don't think I've won or lost in a week more than, I think I won $68 one week, like 3 weeks ago. I haven't won or lost more than that in like a month. It's up 20, down 20, up 50, down 40. Last week I lost $21 over the week gambling. Yesterday I went 1-2 on my baseball picks, so I'm down $23, I think, to start the week. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes today. The NBA is off, I think, till Friday. They don't start back. It's the finals start on Friday. The Pacers and the Thunder. I'm thinking about taking the Pacers to win the series at plus 500. I mean, I don't think the Pacers are going to win, but Oklahoma City's like minus 700 to win the series. They're a huge favorite. But I'm thinking about putting a little bit of money on the Pacers at plus 500. I don't know. Anyway, special birthday shout out today. I have a niece. It's my ex-wife's sister's daughter. Do I have that right? Yeah, which of course are all good people. She turned 16 yesterday. They're the ones that live up around the New York area that I talk about sometimes. Or I used to stay on Long Island when I would go to New York and stay with family. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, they were down here. When were they down here? They were down here 2 weeks ago for my daughter's graduation, which was nice. I hadn't seen them in a while. Boy, the coffee's good this morning. Maddie is her name, M-A-D-I. Happy birthday, Maddie. Her birthday was yesterday. Sweet 16. And guess what? Guess what she does? I'm going to play something for you. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I think it's pretty good. Check it out.
Party with my girls, looking cute. True religion jeans, got that attitude. Daydreaming back, swinging on my side. Ed Hardy jacket, ready for the ride. Drinking man, shake those hips. Chanel shades, gloss on my lips. Dancing under the neon lights. Boys stay watching, yeah. They sorry that I work so hard. Are you paralyzed? My thoughts are got you hypnotized. Does that make sense? Check out the boy. Shit, why you tense? Clubs so packed, there ain't no one. Tonight, my love, we play pretend. You be Romeo, I'll be Juliet. You know you won't forget. Cause for you, detour, boy, don't stop. Chest to chest, and we're feeling hot. Whisper in my ear, tell me pretty lies. Sweet with a rat like cherry pie. Seduce me, love me, tease me, hold me. Someone's coming over me lately. Keep him in check, yeah, keep him inside. The boys stay watching, yeah, they sorry that I work so hard. Are you paralyzed? My thoughts are got you hypnotized. Does that make sense? Check out the boy. Shit, why you tense? Club so packed, there ain't no one. Tonight, my love, we play pretend. You be Romeo, I'll be Juliet. You know you won't forget. Cause for you, what you thinking in your head? And you know this isn't serious. You know. Come on, did you think this was serious?
I mean, I did, but
Don't be ridiculous. You know we're just having fun.
Okay, true, I get it. You can't be with me, and I can't be with you. You know why?
Why? Oh, 'cause for you I just can't, I just can't, I just can't get you. I just can't, I just can't, I just can't. Oh, no, I just can't, I just can't, I just can't get you. I just can't, I just can't, I just can't get you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, y'all check it out. Be nice with the comments. That is my niece. And she's underage. So keep those things in mind. But I'm excited for her. I'm excited for her. She's talented. My daughter's actually up there now to help celebrate her birthday. They have a big thing Saturday, I guess. A big birthday party for her on Saturday. They don't live in New York City. They live on Long Island, about an hour outside of the city. But they have some kind of birthday party going on in the city on Saturday. They're all going into the city for whatever, for something, for whatever. So my daughter's up there for about a week. But anyway, yeah, check the link out. Her first single. She's got some more coming out. Yeah, it's pop music for sure. It's pop music. I mean, and you know, I know a lot of y'all are sort of past your pop music phase at this point in your life. But, you know, you can still click on it and give it a thumbs up. If you have like Spotify or Apple Music or any of that, it came out today. Her first single, it came out today on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Check it out. And happy birthday to Maddie. Happy birthday. All right. What else is going on? Stranger Things. Now, I've been complaining about this for a year. Who knows? When did Stranger... Okay, we're waiting on... What season are we waiting on? 5 or 6? Whatever. You know when Stranger Things came out? When was Stranger Things released initially, season 1? Does anybody know without Googling it? There's been 5 seasons of Stranger Things. It's 2025. What year did Stranger Things come out? 2016. 2016. A decade ago. It's been 2 years since the last season came out, which I complained about nonstop because they did the thing where they split it into 2 parts, which is, you know, the whole point of streaming when it comes to series is binge watching. That's like one of the best things about sort of the streaming revolution is that you no longer have to wait 7 days to watch the next episode of your favorite show. You know, you don't have to make sure you're not doing anything every Wednesday night at 9 for the next, 15 weeks because your favorite show comes on Wednesday night at 9. You got to make sure you're home at 9 o'clock every Wednesday night to watch your favorite show. With the streaming thing, you didn't have to do that. They would record a season of a show, whether it was 8 episodes, 10 episodes, whatever it was. They would record a season of a show and they would dump it on Netflix and all the episodes would be available immediately. And if you're sick and you really like the show, you could sit down and watch all 6, 8, 10, 12 episodes, whatever, in one sitting if you wanted to, or over the course of a weekend or whatever. And lately they've been doing this thing where, and you notice they never do it on season 1. It's never season 1 or even really season 2. They wait until a show is really popular. They're like, oh, people really love this show. let's split the season into 2 parts. We'll still call it one season, but instead of releasing it all, we're only going to release part of it. Then we're going to make them wait 6 weeks or whatever it is, a month, 6 months, whatever, and we'll release the other 4 or 5 episodes. Well, you know why they're doing that. See, here's what people are starting to do now. 10 years ago, when Stranger Things came out, Netflix was basically the only streaming service. It's hard to believe kind of how much streaming has grown in the last 10 years, but Netflix was basically it for streaming. And so you could pay your $9.99 a month, I think it was back then. I think they even had a $6.99 option back then. And that's all you were paying. Well, you fast forward to today. You've got Netflix, $20, $25 a month. Fucking Hulu, $10, $15, $20 a month. Amazon Prime, $10 a month. Disney Plus, $20 a month. HBO Max, another $25 a month. Paramount, another $15. I mean, you're paying, by the time you subscribe to all these streaming services now, you're paying upwards of $100, $150 a month for streaming services. So, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like never at any one time do we have like all 10 of those streaming services ever. We might have 2 or 3 of them, 4 maybe, or whatever. Like HBO Max is a good example. I don't keep HBO Max year round. Once, maybe twice a year, I'll subscribe to HBO Max. I'll binge watch whatever's on there that I want to watch. And then I cancel my subscription to HBO Max. And it's getting to where I'm going to start doing that with the other ones too. So now back to Netflix and Stranger Things. And other series have done this too, but I'm just concentrating on Stranger Things because they're in the news right now because they finally announced a release date for the final season. So what can streaming services do to keep you from subscribing to their service, watching what you want to watch over the course of a couple of weeks, and then canceling? What can they do to try to prevent you from doing that? Well, they can take their most popular show, their most anticipated season of any show, probably of all time, the final season of Stranger Things, and they can split it up over 2 different calendar months, not into 2 parts like they've been doing, into 3 parts. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since the last season of Stranger Things came out. And remember, the last season of Stranger Things was split into 2 parts. They only released half the fucking thing. Then they released the second half. You had to wait a few months or whatever it was. Now we've been waiting 2 years for the final season of Stranger Things. They finally announced a few days ago a release date, November 26th. But guess what? They're only releasing 4 episodes on November 26th. That's it. They're releasing the first 4 episodes on November 26th. Then, a month later, on Christmas Day, they're releasing not the rest of the final season, just the next 3 episodes. 4 episodes come out on November 26th. Then 3 episodes on December 25th. And then you got to wait a whole nother week for the final episode on New Year's Eve. They're splitting the final season into 3 different release dates. 4 episodes on November 26th, 3 episodes on Christmas Day, 1 episode on New Year's. That's unacceptable. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep my stupid fucking Netflix, which there is nothing on to watch, by the way. Nothing. Go to Netflix and try to find something to watch. Netflix is garbage right now and has been for about 2 or 3 years. Absolute garbage. And every couple of months, they'll put out a teaser for Stranger Things. Basically what they're saying is, hey, we know you want to cancel your Netflix subscription because we're complete fucking garbage and we haven't released anything worth the shit that you actually want to watch in a while. But hey, don't forget, at some unknown point in the distant future, we're releasing the final season of Stranger Things, so don't cancel. So like an idiot, I don't cancel my Netflix for the last 2 years waiting on this Stranger Things. I'm going to keep my Netflix subscription. I'm going to watch the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things on November 26th. On Christmas Day, instead of spending time with my family like I'm supposed to, I'm going to watch the next 3 episodes of the last season of Stranger Things on Christmas Day. And then on New Year's Eve, instead of watching college football playoff games or doing New Year's Eve shit or whatever it is that's going on, I'm going to camp my stupid ass out at home and watch the final episode of Stranger Things on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Day, I'm canceling Netflix. I'm canceling it. I'm not even going to wait to New Year's Day. The minute I'm done watching the final episode of Stranger Things on New Year's Eve, I'm canceling Netflix. And y'all can show up here in the comments section every day next year and tell me, oh man, Lou, have you seen such and such on Netflix? No, I haven't. And I'm not gonna. And you know what I'm gonna do from now on? Well, I'm canceling Netflix after the final episode of Stranger Things on New Year's Eve. And from now on, I'm only subscribing to Netflix for 3 months every off season, but not in the 2026 off season. So for all of 2026, I'm not going to have Netflix at all. Not for a single day during 2026 will I have Netflix. In 2027, the national championship game in college football will be played sometime around January 20th, 2027. I'll take my happy ass to Vegas the last week of January like I always do. And when I come back home from Vegas, the beginning of February, I'll sign up for Netflix. And I'll keep Netflix from February till around June or July. And I'll watch everything decent on Netflix that has come out in the last year at that point. I'm done being held hostage by these streaming companies like Netflix who get you hooked on a series. Because look, as much shit as I'm talking, Stranger Things is great. Especially if you're anywhere close to my age and you grew up in the 80s. It's a great fucking show. I don't have anything bad to say about the actual show itself. It's Netflix. It's a marketing scheme by Netflix at this point. And I'm done being held hostage by these streaming companies that are now taking. How is it possible? TV shows 20 years ago used to film 24 episodes a year. 24 episodes a year. And they would air 24 weeks in a row. And they would do that year after year after year after year. These streaming services are intentionally drawing out and delaying these super popular shows to keep you subscribed. And I'm done falling for it. I am done falling for it. There has not been anything decent to watch on Netflix, and I can't tell you how many times we have sat in the living room over the last year or laid in the bed at night over the last year and scrolled through Netflix trying to find something to watch for so long that by the time we find something, we don't even want to watch it because we've spent an hour trying to find something to watch, and now we just want to go to sleep. So I'm done keeping that shit year round for no fucking reason. I honestly believe if you just keep a couple of streaming services at all times, but you rotate them, I think that's the better way to go. So for example, let's say you go on a 3-month rotation. Okay. So for 3 months, you have Netflix and HBO Max. And during that 3-month period, you watch everything on Netflix and everything on HBO Max that has come out in the last year, and then you cancel them. You cancel Netflix, you cancel HBO Max, and you sign up for Amazon Prime and Hulu TV. And you keep Amazon Prime and Hulu TV for 3 months. And for those 3 months, you watch everything on Amazon Prime and everything on Hulu TV that has come out in the last year. And then you fucking cancel it. You know, one of the benefits that they haven't taken away yet, now I wonder if they're going to figure this out. You remember one of the gimmicks that cable companies and satellite companies used to use, right? They would lock you in. You would have to, like back in the day, Comcast or DirecTV or whatever. Whenever you would sign up, they would say, well, you got to, you're on a 2-year contract. Well, one of the benefits they haven't taken away yet from streaming is that you're not under any obligation. You can cancel and then re-sign up every other day if you want to, And so starting next year, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to do anything right now because I'm just mad, and I don't like to make decisions like that when I'm mad. But the starting January 1st of next year, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to have 2 streaming services. Let's just write down, y'all are going to have to help me with a little bit of this. Let's write this down. Okay, so what is Netflix charging right now? So somebody type out Netflix and then an amount of money. I'm going to make a list here. Type out Netflix and an amount of money. What are they charging? Is it 15, 20, 25? What is it? I don't even know. Lady, are you watching? Do you know? $17.99. All right, so Netflix, we're just going to say $18. All right, what is Hulu? What is Hulu charging now? What's Hulu up to now? Or I tell you what, whatever streaming services you might be paying for, type me the name of the streaming service and the amount of money you're paying, and I'm going to make a list here. $30 for the bundle doesn't mean anything to me. What bundle? HBO Max is $10. Okay, Max 10. Somebody just typed 15, but I don't know what they're talking about. Some people don't know how to follow basic instructions. Hulu is $13. What else do we have? Amazon Prime. What is Amazon Prime up to now? 15? You have Hulu's live TV. We're not talking about Hulu's live TV service. We're talking about just the streaming service. I don't give a shit about your bundle. Prime is 15. FanDuel. I don't give a, is that so you can watch baseball games or something? I don't give a fuck about that. Netflix, Hulu, Max, Prime. What else do we have? How much is Disney Plus? Disney Plus, $15. let's see, 18, 28, 31, 41, 55, 56, 66, 71. That's $70. That's $75 a month for Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, and Disney. Paramount, $12. Paramount, $12. All right, so we're up to $87 now. Not me. Not anymore. Starting January 1st, I'm cutting that shit out. Fuck a New Year's resolution. That will be my New Year's resolution. I'm not including my Wi-Fi bill in my TV subscription service because I have to have Wi-Fi even if I don't have any streaming services at all. So, anybody have Peacock? I've had Peacock in the past. I don't think I have it now, but just for fun, let's write that down. What do they want for Peacock so you can watch your two stupid ass fucking Notre Dame games a year? What do they want for that? Oh, we do have Peacock. Well, how much is that dog shit? $8 a month for Peacock. We're up to $90 a month. I mean, and is $90 a month going to break me? No, that's not even really the point. I mean, would I love to save $90 a month? Yeah, of course I would. It's not the point. It's the principle that they're doing this shit. Stranger Things is the tipping point. Other ones have done it. There's been other shows I've watched that have done this, splitting seasons up into 2 different parts in 2 different months so that you have to stay subscribed, you know, for multiple months in order to watch one season. So it's not just Stranger Things, but Stranger Things is the tipping point because they know it's their most popular show. It's been 2 years since they put out a season of Stranger Things. They've made us wait 2 years for this last season. And now the last season is coming out, and it's not good enough for them to split it up into 2 parts now. They've got to split it up into 3 fucking release dates over really 3 different calendar months because the last episode comes out on New Year's Eve at 8 or 10 o'clock at night, whatever the fuck time. I mean, it's just absolute insanity. It's just insanity. So I'm done with this shit. My streaming service monthly bill starting in January is going down to about $20 a month because I'm only going to be subscribed to 2 of these at a time. That's it. Starting on January 1st. And then on April 1st, I'm canceling those 2 and subscribing to 2 different ones. And so I'll be on a 3-month rotation. So, you know, if I'm subscribed to Netflix in January, February, and March, and in June, one of y'all come on here and y'all say, oh, Lou, you got to watch this show. It just came out on Netflix. I'll say, yeah, remind me again next January, bud. Because I'm done jumping through these hoops every time one of these streaming services waves it in front of me. I'm done with that. I'm not a fucking circus seal. Got me sitting around waiting 2 years on the last episode of Stranger Things. Why? Because basically at this point, let's see. How much did y'all say Netflix is? Netflix is $18 a month, y'all said. Okay, let me see something here. Calculator. $18 a month. I've been waiting 2 years. 18 times 24 equals. All right, that's $432 I've paid to Netflix over the last 2 years waiting on the last season of Stranger Things. Because there ain't been nothing else on there. Nothing. Zero. Not a single fucking thing worth watching. So I've paid $432 to the criminals over at Netflix. Waiting on them to do what? Release the last episode of Stranger Things in 3 different fucking parts over 3 different calendar months? Fuck you, Netflix. This is retarded. Absolutely retarded. And I've been falling for it for a couple of years now, and I'm not falling for this shit anymore. We could go back to the old model of 1 episode every week for 2 months. Again, if you think this is so bad, Well, why can't we just go back to what it was 2 years ago? Where they filmed a season and released it. So, no, done with that. Done with that. They're not getting me like that anymore. They can go fuck themselves. Stranger Things is like Tool putting out an album. Yeah. Well, it took Tool a decade, 10 years between their last two albums. But I wasn't paying anything to Tool every month during that 10-year period. You know, I wasn't sending Tool $15 a month from 2008 to 2018. Waiting on them to put out their next album. I wasn't sending them any money every week or every month like I am Netflix. So they're not getting me with that dumb shit anymore. Call them and film it like you did DirecTV. I don't even know if you can call Netflix. I don't even know if you can call them. I seriously doubt you can. Netflix Help Center. Let's see. See our contact us page. Reset password and get help signing in. Request TV shows or movies. What the fuck? Netflix customer service phone number. Whatever. I don't know. Call Netflix and demand that they carry the Longhorn Network. Netflix isn't they don't carry any TV channels. It's not what Netflix is. Yeah, Netflix is they've crossed the Rubicon now. They done took this shit too far now. Call Netflix. Netflix customer service number. I don't fucking know. I mean, we have like 9 streaming services or whatever it is, and the best thing we could find to watch the other day was Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, what are we doing? Now, some of this is the fault of movie production companies and television series production companies for just not making any decent shit for me to watch. That's part of the problem too. These movie companies now are so scared to lose $1. They won't put anything out unless they're like 100% convinced it's going to make money. So that's why we keep getting like Fast and the Furious 22, because they're just like, well, dumbasses keep watching it. So we're just going to keep making this over and over again. Or 100 Marvel movies. I mean, where's like, where's Inception? Like, where's that today? Something like that, something unique. Yeah, Cobra Kai did the same thing. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not just Stranger Things. This has been building for a while. Cobra Kai did it. What are some other ones that have done it? What was that? Did Ozark do it for their last season? I don't remember. That's been several years ago now. I don't remember if Ozark did it or not. There's another one we watched too that's really stupid. Virgin River. I can't even believe I just admitted to watching that. They did the same thing. It's just, come on, man. But what's especially bad about doing it with Stranger Things is, number one, it's their most popular show by far, and they know it. And number two, it's been 2 years. And when did Stranger Things season 4 release date? When did season 4? No way. Season 4 came out May 27th, 2022. Over 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago. And that one was released in 2 different parts. May to November is 6 months. That's 3.5 years. By the time the new season of Stranger Things premieres on November 26th, it will have been 3.5 years since season 4 came out. 3.5 years. And now they're releasing it in 3 different parts. I'm done with it. I'm done with that. I mean, it just makes me mad. They had that writer's strike. Well, then how come other shows have managed to come out every year? So I'm not trying to hear that. They had a writer's strike that only affected Stranger Things? I'm not trying to hear that. Sorry. I'm not trying to hear that. Plenty of other shows have come out and not missed a year, so I'm not buying that. Do you work for Netflix or something? Writer's strike. The writer's strike lasted 4 months. I'm looking it up now. The writer's strike was May 2023 to September 2023. That's 4 months. A 4-month writer's strike is not a valid excuse of why it's been 3.5 years between seasons of Stranger Things. So Netflix has to be paying you. which means technically I'm paying you because I'm the idiot that's been paying Netflix every month for the last 3.5 years, waiting on the last season of Stranger Things, just so Netflix can turn around and give that money to you so that you could show up in random comment sections and simp for Netflix. I mean, it's insanity. 3.5 years. So 2 or 3 days ago, whatever it was, they finally put out a trailer for the new series and they announced a release date. And I'm sitting there watching the trailer and I'm going, you know what? I don't remember what the fuck happened. I had to go back and watch the last 4 episodes of season 4. I couldn't remember. All I remembered was the big battle scene at the end. I didn't really remember what was going on with all the individual characters and all that. Like, I didn't really remember any of that because it's 3.5 years ago. So I had to go back and waste 5 or 6 hours of my time watching the last 4 or 5 episodes of the season that came out 3.5 years ago. They do think they're slick. And they are slick. Look, they got me. They got over on Uncle Lou. They got me. W for Netflix. But they're not winning the next round because I'm canceling those motherfuckers on January 1st. That's all there is to it. There's nothing on there to watch. Why? I mean, I'm canceling that shit. January. I'm having 2 streaming services at a time plus YouTube TV. That's it. YouTube TV and 2 streaming services. And whatever the 2 streaming services are, I'm canceling them after 3 months and signing up for a different 2. And in each 3-month period, I'll watch everything that I want to watch on those 2 streaming services and then cancel them and move on to another 2. That's it. That's it. So fuck them. I'm done with their dumb shit. Not doing that anymore. Loutube's Got Talent will be next week, hopefully. Thing is, we got to have talent show videos in order to do a talent show. So y'all take some time today or this week to think about some type of talent that you might have that you can record yourself doing and send it in to LoutubeTalent@gmail.com. LoutubeTalent@gmail.com. And we will run the talent show next week. Right here on the morning shoe. Right here on the morning shoe. We need a Your Season Is Over video for Netflix. That's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I'm not going to lie. That's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Yes, there's a call-in show tonight, 9 o'clock. Call-in show tonight at 9. Y'all can call in and tell me how wrong I am about these prediction videos I've started doing. What do we have? Clemson and Tennessee done so far. I've got Clemson at 10-2 and Tennessee at 8-4. Make sure you check those videos out if you haven't already. And I know who I'm doing today, and I'll just leave it at that. I know. What's up, Ken? Good to see you in here, buddy. Let me see if you have Sam Levitt and Lenore Sellers are getting way too much hype, and they will flop. I don't know about Lenore Sellers. Sam Levitt, we'll see. I like Lenore. Well, I like both of them. You know who's not getting any hype at all? Ty Simpson. Oh, man. Yeah, don't even hear nobody talking about him. Dang. Exactly, yeah. Who? You guessed it. Frank Stallone. What? Frank Stallone. What are you doing up here? You ain't got no damn home training, man. I go to every home game. I'm hyped. You go to every Florida home game? What you talking about? Let's see. You want me to tell you how many times you're going to get to see Florida win? Florida 2025 foosball schedule. All right. Captain Trips goes to every Florida home game. How many wins is he going to see this year? He's going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 4 or 5. You will get to see 4 or 5 wins at home this year, bud. Lou, do you want me to upload the video on private and email you the link? Not private. If you do private, it won't work. You got to do unlisted. There's 3 choices when you upload a video. Public, that's where anybody that finds the video can watch it. Private, which means no one can watch it except the person that owns the channel. And unlisted, which means anyone that has the link can watch it. So you need to mark it as unlisted. Oh, what's up, Vic? Speaking of Vic, I got to show y'all something here. Let's see. Let me see if you have. Yeah, look at this. VicTube says, "Thank you for everything you do, Sleeta." Thank you, Sleeta. Thank you, Sleeta. What's sad is that Vic fell for it. You know, I'm sure y'all know this. I've talked about this before. These people who put these long, drawn-out, dramatic posts, sometimes you see them on Facebook, sometimes you see them on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, about, oh, I'm leaving, I'm not doing this anymore. Or sometimes YouTube people will make a YouTube video. I'm quitting YouTube, I'm not doing it anymore. You know, it's this and that, and, you know, and nobody watches and nobody cares, and I'm not so I'm not doing it anymore. I'm leaving. Blah, blah. The reason people do that is not because they're leaving. They're not leaving. Sleeta is never leaving YouTube. Sleeta is the most narcissistic person that I have ever come in contact with, period. He's more narcissistic than Donald Trump. It's unbelievable how narcissistic that guy is. The only reason they make posts like that is not because they're leaving. See, Sleeta made this long, drawn-out community post on YouTube about how no one watches his videos anymore, so he's not making them anymore, and he's only going to do videos if he really wants to do something, and no one watches, and no one cares, and poor, pitiful me, and so I'm not going to do these anymore. The only reason people put out posts like that is so people will beg them not to quit. Tell them how great they are. Oh, I love you. Please don't leave. We love you. You're great. And right on cue, Vic's Tube shows up. Well, thank you for everything you do, Sleeta. Y'all remember Chess Hall? Y'all remember Chess Hall, right? I was on TikTok. This has been, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I emailed it to the group chat that we're in. So maybe if one of them are in here, they remember this. I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and a Chess Hall TikTok video came up. Now, if you don't know all that much about Chess Hall or you don't know him at all, he was on TikTok before he was ever on YouTube at all. He's been on TikTok since like the beginning of TikTok when it was Musical.ly. He wasn't on YouTube, Twitter, none of that. And he was just a TikTok person. He then made his way onto YouTube, and that's when he found me and BVD and everyone else, and he sort of, for a while, became a part of the college football community here on YouTube and has since left that, too, a few years ago or whatever. But he was on TikTok the entire time. He's been on TikTok since the beginning. I'm scrolling through TikTok the other day, and a Chess Hall TikTok video pops up saying, sad music playing, it was sad music playing in the background. And it's like, TikTok has saved me over the years, and I don't know where I'd be right now if it weren't for my TikTok friends and blah, 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 but it's just not the same anymore. And I've come to the decision that I'm just not going to do TikTok anymore. And, this is really sad, and I hope everybody feels sorry for me, but I'm just not going to do TikTok anymore. This will be my last TikTok video. Thank you to everybody that's ever watched one of my TikTok videos. I just can't do it anymore. Immediately when I saw that video, I sent the link to the group chat that we're in with like Pete and all them. And I was like, I will bet you my net worth he's back on TikTok in under a week. And sure enough, a day or two later, there he is. I've decided to give TikTok another chance, and I missed you guys too much, and and he's posted 1 million videos, in the last 2 weeks since it. That's what people do. Let me tell you something. When people are leaving Twitter or whatever else, and they decide they don't want to do it anymore, you know what they do? They just stop posting. That's it. If somebody has been on Twitter and they decide, you know what, I don't want to do Twitter anymore, they just stop doing Twitter. If somebody is on Facebook and they decide they don't want to do Facebook anymore, you know what they do? They just stop posting on Facebook or whatever it is. They don't make some long, dramatic, drawn-out post or video with sad music playing, clearly just looking for sympathy and digital hugs. They're not leaving if they do that. They're not going anywhere. That's an obvious sign that they're not going anywhere. They're looking for a digital hug. They're looking for you to tell them how great they are, and they want you to beg them not to leave. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're not going anywhere. You'll know if somebody is leaving a social media platform because they're just not posting there anymore. That's how you'll know. Not because they make some long, drawn out dramatic post with Sarah McLachlan music in the background. If they do that, they're not going anywhere. If they do that, they're not going anywhere. Look, I get it. It feels good when people compliment you about something. I believe me. I know that. Of course it does. People like to be complimented. But is it really a compliment if you've begged for it? You saw the post on I'm talking about? Yeah. On TikTok? Yeah. It's not really a compliment if you have to beg for it. I mean, I like being complimented, but that's not my goal in what I had a guy on Twitter. He's an Ohio State fan. Scott something was his name. And you know, I had made the video on YouTube about Ohio State fans and how it just burns them up. Like literally all you have to do is just mention the series record with Michigan, which Ohio State is losing. And Ohio State fans just lose their mind. They go into this 2 or 3 day just tizzy because it just breaks their soul that they have a losing record to Michigan. So they have to invent all this weird shit to sort of make themselves feel better about it. And I had been talking about that for a couple of days. And this Ohio State fan named Scott something shows up on Twitter, and he's just on and on and on and on and on with the exact same dumb shit that I've been making fun of when talking about Ohio State fans. And I start pointing that out to him. And then he tries to make some point about how the past doesn't matter because Ohio State won the Natty 6 months ago. And I'm like, 6 months ago is the past too, right? Like literally everything that's ever happened in the past. Like, but he's one of these people, you just want to talk about the past. You just want to talk about that. You can't talk about anything without talking about the past. Football related or anything else, because anything that's ever happened, period, happened in the past. And anyway, he got mad and he goes on this thing and he's like, I don't understand why you, he was like, do you not want me to watch you or something? He's like, I've been watching you for years, but, I don't have to watch you. I don't know if he was wanting me to like change my mind on what I was saying about Ohio State, or if he was wanting me to beg him to quit watching me. I straight up told him, bro, I don't give a fuck if you watch. I don't make my videos or form my opinions based on what I think people want to hear. And I'm not about to start now with some random crybaby on Twitter. I state my opinion. I say what I think about whatever team, player, coach, Georgia or anyone else. So no, I really don't give a fuck whether you watch or not in terms of, does that mean I have to change what I'm doing to get you to keep watching? Then no. No. I'm not an easy pill to swallow. Like, I get that. I'm not palatable to everybody. And that's okay with me, because I would rather be the real me and say what I really think than to lie or pretend I feel or think certain things just because I know that will make people feel better, or that's what Ohio State like the Ohio State playing at noon thing. Well, I mean, you signed a TV contract with Fox. You knew they had big noon kickoff. You bragged about making all that money. You're the premier brand in the Big Ten. You should have seen this coming. But you were playing at noon. Now, I could have been like, oh, yeah, this is ridiculous. Ohio State fans are completely right. Fox is in the right. I don't do that. There's plenty of that on the internet. You got too many people that gauge public sentiment first and then form their opinion based on what public sentiment is. This is what politicians do. Politicians do this. Politicians decide their stance on an issue based on what they think people want to hear. They don't really tell you what they really think or feel. I'm not a politician. I'm not that way. And look, I know that because I operate that way, there are going to be a lot of people who watch one or two Uncle Lou videos and never watch another one. I know that. Now, would I rather everyone watched me all the time? Of course. But I'm not going to change who I am or what I say or what I do to accomplish that. I'm not willing to sort of sell out that way. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that. And that goes for whether it's a viewer of a certain fan base who doesn't want me talking about some certain thing anymore and it makes them mad. If I feel like I have an opinion on something, I'm going to state it, even if I think it might make that fan base mad. I did it with Georgia for years. What percentage of Georgia fans do you think didn't like Jack Fromm? Not very many. Jake Fromm had like a 90% approval rating with Georgia fans. I couldn't stand the guy. Now, would it have been better for the channel if I would have jumped on board the Jake Fromm train and acted like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread? Yeah. Yes. Would have been way better for the channel. But that's not how I felt. I didn't feel that way. I didn't like Fromm. I wanted Justin Fields to start over Fromm. I wasn't going to pretend I didn't. So, I mean, I don't know. Everybody always says they want somebody to be real. You know, they want you to keep it real. Until they disagree with what you're keeping it real about. And then, you know, it's the whole I ain't watching you deal after that, you know? So, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'll tell you that. Well, let's put it this way. When it comes to Georgia, if Georgia goes 7-5, do you think I will be talking about Georgia the way Florida fans are talking about Florida? Or do you think I'll be jumping all over Georgia for being dog shit and this is unacceptable and going 7-5 is not the answer and major changes need to be made? I mean, what do you think would happen? I mean, Kirby went 7-5 in his first year, and I was threatening to fire him if he didn't improve immediately. Billy Napier goes 7-5 in his third year, and Florida fans are throwing a parade. Yeah, I don't know. You did your boy Mark Rick wrong. No. Thank you for your service, but we need to move on. That's that. He had run his course. He had done as much as he was ever going to do for UGA. I mean, I'll say this about Mark Rick. He's better than any coach Florida's had in the last 15 years. He's better than every coach Florida has had since Urban Meyer. I mean, that's true. How many coaches has Florida had since Urban Meyer? 5? He's better than all of them. It's not even close either. It's not even close at all. I mean, how many coaches in the SEC right now are better than Mark Richt was? Kirby. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Kirby's the only coach in the SEC right now who is better than Richt was. That's it. Ryan Day or Dabo? Man. I would probably... I would probably take Ryan Day over Dabo, but yeah, I would probably take Ryan Day over Dabo. Sark's better than Richt? How many SEC titles does Sark have? How many conference titles does he have? Period. 1? And it was a Big 12 title? No. No. How many playoffs would Steve Sarkisian made in a 4-team or a 2-team? No. Both Richt and Kirby are owned by Bama. Facts. We need way more of a sample size on Sark. Well, he's been a head coach at multiple places for, what, a decade? I think Sark's a good coach. Top 5 or 6 coach. I like Sark. I mean, there ain't much difference. I mean, I do think Kirby's at the top of the list, but there ain't, Kirby, Ryan Day, Steve Sarkisian, Dan Lanning, Dabo. This is in no particular order. I'm just talking about coaches I would consider to be any of these coaches I think could have success. I wouldn't be stomping my feet if any of these people were my head coach. Kirby, Ryan Day, Steve Sarkisian, Dan Lanning, Dabo, hell, I'd take James Franklin. I would type about it. These are all, I think, elite level coaches. Kalen DeBoer, no. He would be a tier below that. You can't be losing to multiple teams with losing records in the same year. Your only year in the SEC. You can't be doing that. All those other people I named have made the playoffs multiple years. Kalen DeBoer's made it once in the Pac-12. His first year in the SEC, he couldn't beat Vandy. I can't put him in that top tier. Well, I don't know. I can't pick Georgia to win that game right now. Um, Now, if Georgia loses on the road to Tennessee, there's going to be more pressure on Kirby and Georgia to win that Bama game than even the national title games they played against Bama in 2017 and 2021. If Georgia already has one loss in week 3, and then they got to host Bama at home in week 5, and they're looking at a situation where they could take their second loss and it's still September, and they got to play the team that they can't beat no matter what, you want to talk about a pressure-packed environment for Kirby and company. It feels to me like what's going to happen is that they're going to beat Tennessee on the road and lose to Bama at home is what it feels like is going to happen to me. I feel like if you take just the Bama game, I almost feel like it would be better for Georgia to lose to Tennessee. They play Georgia plays on the road at Tennessee, then they have a bye week, and then they host Bama. As far as just the Bama game goes, it feels like if they were to lose that Tennessee game and then have 2 weeks to prepare for the Bama game, knowing you cannot take a second loss in September, it feels like that would be better for Georgia. And had Nico not left Tennessee, I could have talked myself into predicting that. But I can't see Tennessee beating Georgia with a first-year starter at quarterback when they've had Heisman caliber or Heisman level QBs that couldn't even score 2 touchdowns against. For whatever reason, Kirby has just solved the Josh Heupel riddle. I don't know enough about X's and O's and shit to really understand it. But you watch Tennessee put up 40, 50, 60 points a game year after year after year. Then they play Georgia and they can't score 2 touchdowns. And it's just wild. So I feel the same way about Josh Heupel versus Georgia as I do about Kirby Smart versus Bama. It's just for whatever reason, those are 2 humps that people just can't get over. I cannot pick right now Tennessee to beat Georgia, and I cannot pick right now Georgia to beat Bama. I just can't. This will be the first time Kirby Smart plays Bama in Athens. As a head coach, yeah. This will be the first time Georgia has hosted Bama since 2015. Oh, I don't know. Up, 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 up. Let me see this. Let me share this again. If you join late today, 2 things. Number 1, it's my niece's birthday. She turned 16. Number 2, she got a record deal, which I know sounds weird to say, but she got a record deal, and her first single came out today. I posted the link earlier, but I'm going to post it again now. I would consider it a favor to me if you would give it a listen and just click the thumbs up on it. It's pop music, so I know a lot of you are past your pop music phase or whatever it is, but I would consider it a favor to me if you could take 3 minutes out of your day, click that link, listen to her first single, and give it a thumbs up. I'm buying the Arch Manning hype. So I'm buying the Arch Manning hype. I think a lot of y'all have spent the last 3 years saying Arch Manning is no good. He's terrible. He's overrated. He's only getting propped up because of his last name. A lot of you said that when he was being recruited because he didn't want to go to your school, even though your school offered him a scholarship. Your coach, I guess your coaches are so stupid they bought the Arch Manning hype too, because whoever your coach is wanted Arch Manning. I'm buying the Arch Manning hype, and I think a lot of you are going to look real silly. Or I'll look silly. Maybe he comes out and shits the bed, but I think he's going to be good. I mean, Quinn Ewers took Texas to the playoffs 2 years in a row. What do you think Arch Manning's going to do? He's bigger, taller, stronger, faster, and more athletic than Quinn Ewers. And Texas is loaded again. Without a doubt, a percentage of the Arch hype came from his last name. Okay. What is the saddest national title drought currently? Penn State, Miami, Vols. Well, Penn State's the longest of that bunch. They're also the best program of that bunch right now. Penn State's closer to a natty right now than either of those other two teams are. No, I'm not getting the new college football game. You got Michigan at 9 wins. Who's the quarterback going to be? Let me ask you 2 questions. Who's the quarterback going to be in week 1? And who's the quarterback going to be in week 2? And I'll pull the schedule up. It's going to be Bryce Underwood right away. All right. That's what I would do if I was Michigan. But, I mean, I'm not a coach, and I'm not a Michigan coach. But I would, after going 7-5 last year, I would roll with it. I would go with the true freshman quarterback who obviously has the highest ceiling. That's what I would do. Of course, the reason I ask about week 1 and week 2 is because you got dog shit week 1, but then it's at Oklahoma in week 2. So, me or you could play quarterback in week 1, and Michigan would beat New Mexico. So, if it's me, I'm thinking, if I'm the coach of Michigan, I'm thinking, well, why don't we just go with Bryce Underwood? We're going to win week 1 no matter what. We can get him a full game's worth of experience. We can run every play in the playbook. Doesn't matter what the score is. Almost doesn't even matter what the down and distance is. If we want to see Bryce Underwood and how he responds to a certain play, let's just fucking call it. It's the New Mexico Lobos, And then hopefully what you would want is for him to play really, really well against New Mexico. You want confidence high heading into this game at Norman, because that's going to be a tough one. Because Oklahoma's got a good defense. I mean, we could say what we want about their offense or lack thereof from last year and the quarterback issues and 19 injured wide receivers and turnovers and all that, but their defense is not bad. But Michigan's going to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A minimum of 7 games. If they split Oklahoma and Nebraska, those are both road games. If they split Oklahoma and Nebraska, that's 8 wins. And then you got Southern Cal, Washington, and Ohio State. If they can beat one of those teams, that's 9 wins. So I would say between 7 and 10 wins for Michigan. Oh yeah, I agree with I agree, Mike. I agree. All right, Slim. We'll see you next time, bud. Oh, you moved out to Seattle? Is it raining? I've never been there. I hear people say it rains there all the time. Well, I'm glad you found a job after graduating. Costco corporate. Okay. What kind of work? Or if you don't want to say, you don't ever have to answer any personal questions around here. But what is it like accounting work or? I mean, I don't know. You don't have to say if you don't want to. I need to call in and talk shop on the call-in shows. I'm too busy talking shit to Ohio State fans. Revenue accounting department. Okay. Yeah, somebody's got to add up all those membership fees. Might as well be you. Yeah, call-in show tonight at 9, Mike. And whoever else might want to call in and talk some college football, we'll do the call-in show tonight at 9. Don't forget about the talent show. We got to have some talent show videos sent in, or we're just not going to be able to do the talent show, which would be disappointing to me and disappointing to a lot of you, too, that I know like to watch the talent show. I think it's one of the best things we've ever done on the morning show. But we got to have some videos sent in. So take some time, think about a talent you might have, no matter how silly it is. If you can record yourself doing it, you can send it in as a talent. The email address to send the video to is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's LoutubeTalent@gmail.com, LoutubeTalent@gmail.com. I'm going to play my niece's song one more time on the way out. Again, this is her first single. It came out today. Y'all check it out. I'll post the link in the chat again. Give it a listen and hit the thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll see y'all tonight at 9 o'clock for the call-in show.
My girls looking cute, true religion jeans, got that attitude. Daydreaming back, swinging on my side. Ed Hardy jacket, ready for the ride. Drink 'em in, shake those hips. Chanel shades, gloss on my lips. Dancing under the neon lights. Boys still watching, yeah. They love me better, work so hard. Are you paralyzed? My pulse are got you hypnotized. Does that make sense? Check out the boy. Shit, why you tense? Clubs are packed, there ain't no one. Tonight, my love, we play pretend. You be Romeo, I'll be Juliet. You know you won't forget. Cause boy, you like, oh, they like, Your body is a detour, boy, don't stop. Just a chest and we're feeling hot. Whisper in my ear, tell me pretty lies. Sweet with a rat like cherry pie. Seduce me, love me, tease me, hold me. Something's coming over me lately. Keep him in check, yeah, keep him inside. The boys stay watching, yeah, they sorry that I work so hard. Are you paralyzed? My thoughts are good. You hypnotized, does that make sense? Check out the boy. Shit, why you dead? Club so packed, there ain't no end. Tonight, my love, we play pretend. You be Romeo, I'll be Juliet. You know you won't forget. Cause for you, what you thinking in your head? You know this isn't serious. You know. Come on, did you think this was serious?
I mean, I did, but...
Don't be ridiculous. You know we're just having fun.
Okay, true, I get it. You can't be with me, and I can't be with you. You know why?